Tesla T1. 6 students from the IED Barcelona design school were tasked with creating a futuristic race car for the 2030 Le Mans. The result, known as the unofficial Tesla T1, proposes the use of 4 wind turbines at each wheel to propel the car. Comment section critics over at Design Boom were quick to point out that the Tesla T1 would be virtually impossible to produce under the harsh laws of physics, but the out-of-the-box thinking deserves an A for effort. Airbus Pop.Up, a new concept developed by the design firm Airbus Design and Airbus, brings us one step closer to a flying car, sort of. The concept car is a 2-seat carbon fiber pod that can be picked up by a large drone and transported up to 60 miles. It can also be mounted on wheels, and connected with other pods to make a sort of train. Adding the third dimension to seamless multimodal transportation networks will without a doubt improve the way we live and how we get from A to B, Matthias Thompson, General Manager for Urban Air Mobility at Airbus, said at the Pop-Up's unveiling at this year's Geneva Motor Show. Bosch concept car. When it comes to electronics, brand Bosch's concept car, which debuted at this year's Consumer Electronics Show, it's all about the interior. Facial recognition technology is used to personalize its settings. Everything from the type of music it plays to the position of the mirrors and the ambient temperature are all adjusted to your liking so as to minimize driver distraction. The Bosch concept features a hologram-like dashboard display with a haptic quality, giving them a physical feel, and has a gesture control system so you can use hand signals to control certain functions. Your smartphone, meanwhile, acts as the unlock button, so you never have to carry a key. IED Syrma concept. Yes, this is an Italian supercar, if the sleek looks hadn't already given that away. The Syrma concept, developed by 11 students from Milan's Istituto Europeo di Design, and presented at the 2015 Geneva Motor Show, keeps its foot in the old and new by having a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V6 combustion engine mated to an electric motor. Other standout features include an output of 900 horsepower, a low carbon footprint and, in electric mode, near-silent motoring. Mercedes-Benz 2040 Streamliner. Though the silver color is typical for a Mercedes-Benz, South Korean designer Minwoong's 2040 Streamliner concept is anything but predictable. The design is based on the manufacturer's 1955 W196R, which itself drew inspiration from World War II fighter planes. The new concept uses the same dual-jet engine system as its progenitor, but swaps the curves of the past for a more angular, futuristic aesthetic. Renault Twin'Z. When award-winning Welsh artist and industrial designer Ross Lovegrove was asked to help craft a Renault concept in 2013, expectations were set high. The idea was to make a city car stand out on the roads, and this was done by covering the exterior with color-changing LED lights. Lovegrove set about making a less formal cabin that feels less restrictive and structured than that of a conventional car. Meanwhile, a smartphone, located where a gear shift would normally be, acts as the speedometer. Fiole. Rather than design a concept car for an established manufacturer, Jin Young-jo, a student from Hongik University in Seoul, South Korea, set about creating a design for French fashion house Chanel, the shape of which is meant to emulate the draping of fabric. The Chanel Fiole is a rather pretty take on the classic 2+2 GT coupe that manages to squeeze in a third passenger behind the 2 front seats. Up front is the famous Chanel logo, set against either a black or white paint job.